Should be live. If I can see it on the screen now, we should be live. Okay. Cool. Be absolutely, positively, super loopy, live. I don't know. Drinking my fresh water for the day. I don't know if you guys have any fresh water lying around. Actually, you wouldn't have fresh water. It's not really that fresh, but you know, drinking and eating once a day at least could keep you living. But hello, Cornet. I mean, no, Cornet. Cornell Millet. Hello, hello, Mr. Cheese. Hello, Jeff Stray. It's starting. How are you guys doing today on this fine? It's Saturday morning for me. I'm not sure about you guys. It could be either noon or midnight. I don't know. People just come in at random times to do stuff. But yes. How are you guys doing today? So I'm going to be opening up the server now. And as always, if you're whitelist, you can join me on our little adventures. But gonna turn it on, it's gonna be open, then we're gonna be able to get into it. We got autological is for our little thing here. We got that going on. Our little title screens. Always remember them, I guess. As you can see, it's running. It's old. The server's old. But yeah, we're gonna do another world on the seed lagging. So we're gonna see another difference, another change. We're not gonna be converting any old worlds yet, because they made it available. they made it available, but they haven't added the blending process that they've added to Bedrock Edition, where the blending process is pretty substantial in the Bedrock Edition. Like the chunks that you haven't touched are being edited, right? Because you haven't touched them, right? You may have seen some chunks, right? Like, but if you haven't loaded them, if you haven't touched them, you haven't done anything with them. So it's better to just use that range of chunks, right? To be able to shift it and change it around to the new biomes and to the new things that you've done, right? Because there's a lot of if you don't know, Minecraft saves a lot of features, a lot of data in weird ways. It's not like it's continuous outward motion, right? Like Minecraft doesn't save that. Like you can save chunks here, save chunks there when you save a world or something like that. It's not like a continuous sphere around the player, right? So yeah, we're gonna see that in the Java snapshots soon, and hopefully we can see that. Okay, I forgot to do that. I went to it, and then I forgot to go into the Minecraft snapshot page, so I don't have to do this again. Okay, there we go. Let's go. Let's get into it. Lagging, I can't watch, but I have a great stream. Well, thank you very much for the play, I guess. The prayers. But or sentimentalities. What is it? Thoughts? I don't know. But I'm glad that you were able to say that, I guess. It's like leave a notice outside my door, you know. You just gotta be here, and then if you can't be here, you just gotta say, oh, I couldn't be here, you know? That's how it works. Just kidding. You don't have to say that. You don't have to go in here and say, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I understand. We can come in at any time, and we do anything we really want to. But yes. So, hey, Tabby Earth Gaming, what's going on? How are you doing today? They made so many world generation changes in the snapshot and moss spawning changes? Yes, they did. We're going to go over them. Hello, Tabby. Hello, Mr. Cheese. Yes. Everyone in the game. Hello, Energy. Did I say Energy before? I'm sure I did now. But yeah, as you can see, we're on the seed lagging. A lot of things have changed. Apparently, the big change for the biome distribution is that it seems to be closer to what was in 1.17, right? So it's just about the sizes, right? It's the size of the biome. It's not about like it's closer to how it usually generates. No, it's about the size of the biome, right? And we got quite a few bits of caves around here, cave carvers coming into the fact, and also we have this simulation distance, which we don't even need to press, right? All we need to really press is the render distance, which we can go up to. I didn't set it for this server, but we can actually go up to like 32 or something, and we could see more without having to load more, you know. And as you can see, there's like a beach here now, and this is definitely not going to be equivalent to any of our previous seeds. So, but this is what this is closer to what you'll see. I think they're almost done making all these changes, right? So as we fly around, we've got a little aquifer here. I mean, we spawned in a whole big forest. Something you wouldn't have seen before in the seed. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we got a little tiny carver noodle caves. Goes down. This looks like a regular cave carver here. Yeah, it looks not. It actually doesn't look all too different. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if this hill is supposed to be there, right? Like, it looks like the hill is there. The hill is cool and whatever. The hill is something that was there before. But look at here. We got ourselves a little aquifer. Goes down a little bit. We got some copper there. I'm not sure. It's definitely not going to be a one-to-one at all. But I think this is going to. They haven't made these changes to Bedrock yet, I think. So currently, the Bedrock seeds and Java seeds do not have parity, although they are striving for parity for every single release, right? So what you'll see in Bedrock will be what you see in Java here, right? And vice versa, because they're working on it at the same time. The people that are working on the features are not out of line with other people. But look at this. We got like a little island here. We got this strangeness. Well, it's so straight. I'm not sure. It's so straight. You gotta spinach on it. It's a knife. But yeah, honestly, one thing they changed here is that 3D biomes are basically off. 3D biome distribution is off for everything besides the cave biomes. So now I can actually, I think, without having to worry about lagging my game that much, I think I can actually turn on biome blend again. Although it does seem to, I mean, it's not loading as fast. I'm not sure. It looks better, of course, right? Biome blend turned on looks better, but we've already seen like this is like the turning on biome blend is like the worst case scenario in these snapshots, right? So I guess the worst case scenario is not that bad. I am just I'm flying over a little bit more, right? Yeah, I'm just unsure. Look at all these loading problems we have right now. I mean, it loaded pretty fast without it, right? Like, we can go back all the way, right? Yeah, it loads pretty fast without Biome Blend. So Biome Blend seems to be still a limiting factor on the performance around here. So it didn't solve that. It's just that Biome Blend just takes a while to process. And actually, is this a Windswept Hills? Yes, it is a Windswept Hills. So one of the things that in this new snapshot is Windswept Hills. Now, it's not technically new. It's just another name for Windswept Gravelly Hills around here. It's just another name for the Extreme Hills biome, right? Because they're not extreme hills anymore. It's more like they're bigger carved out canyons, right? Or more extreme-ish terrain, but like you could say that it's being formed by the wind, you know, it's windswept. So we're gonna go over that as well. Let's see. Let me read the chat at the moment, and we'll get started on the list of patch notes while I I just casually just mentioned a lot of the features from the patch notes as we fly around. Okay. So, am I late? No, you're not late, Saihan. Welcome. How are you doing today? So, any changes to Bedrock? There are a lot of changes to Bedrock. They're really trying to catch up to it. I know it's been like 2 minutes. Hey, it's me. Yay. Hey, Jeff Stray, I know you. I think I've said your name already. I'm a Bedrock sadly. Bedrock and Job. Yeah, you're finally alive. Hey, Isaac. Or rebearable. You gotta say rebearable in order for me to get if it's really you, you know. But yeah. Gosh, why am I pinned? Congrats, Yumi was like, yes. Aw. I was like, aw. Because I think you said that like after just after I posted it, like like I felt like you might have thought that I was gonna stream the day that it launched, but no, I had a lot of projects to do. Had a lot of study to do, but I felt that you said that in response to it, like, oh, I was expecting it to be tonight. I wish it could have been tonight, but no, it was set back to Saturday and Sunday. We're really gonna keep the streams like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, hopefully, because that's really the time I have these days. But yeah, you're finally live. Oh no, I already said that. Okay, you said it. I was disappointed because he wasn't actually live yet. Oh, poor guy. Bear said, "Oh, no." They renamed a lot of biomes and removed a lot of biomes. Yes, there's no new biomes, by the way. There are no new biomes. Hey, yeah. Well, my children have started a cheese apocalypse. A what? Apocalypse on the moon. It's really neat, I promise. I hope you keep that promise, you know. Oh, great cheese moon. Oh, my children are still locked in the closet. And they're halfway to Earth. Okay, that's all for chat right now. Let's say we are on Minecraft W21W48. Not Minecraft W. But yes. Here is the brief overview. We got some world generation changes to mob spawning. Copper ore now drops 2 instead of 3 from raw copper items, which is a good thing to see, honestly. I've just been collecting copper ore just because I'm like, I'm gonna build a drone farm, right? I'm gonna build a drone farm. There's no need for me to do it. Do not do anything about it. But like, here we go. We're gonna do a little thing here. Let's see. Fill. We're gonna do 3 to each side, right? Copper 4. There we go. So that is being filled there. And we'll do another one over here. Now, we get ourselves a Netherrite. And we'll enchant bow tools. Efficiency 5. Do the same thing here. One of those is going to be fortune. Enchant enchant me with fortune 3, not enchant fortune. You know, I can't really do that. Effect, give haste. Oh, I can't give haste the effect. I can only give me the effect. Haste. Let's say 10. Like, true. We'll hide the particles there. True. Okay. So, here's what we're gonna get from our little thing without fortune. So, it should give you 2 to 5, and what you should expect is that range, right? This guy is on my tail. Okay. Time, set, day. Yeah. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. So what we got is, hold on. I'll take a little sneeze break because I, honestly, I didn't cover myself up well last night. Let's say that. But we got, so think about the range. It's 2 to 5. That's 3 blocks, right? That's 3 block range. So 1.5 above that is 3.5. And that's what you should be getting. And that's what we got, right? That's basically what we got. 3.5 stacks here. So that is on par with what we should expect with it. Just taking an average there. So we got 3.5 snacks. We can put it, yeah, we can grab a chest here or something. This is going to be our chest with our efficiency 5 right there. And we could do the same thing here with our fortune. And we should be getting, I think, 20 per block, like at max. So we're going to see a big range here. So this is a stack of copper ore, what you'd expect to get, right? So yeah, I think fortune is 2.2 times what we should expect for 3.5. So what is that? What is that 2.2 times? Let's say it's 1/5, right? Let's say it's 1/5, 10 fits, 11 fits. 11 fits times, what would this be? In terms of 2, it would be 7 halves. 11 fits times 7 halves equals 77 tenths, which would be about 7.7 stacks of items. So as we put these in here, we should be getting 7.7 stacks. So that is 7 stacks right here. And this is the 0.7, I guess. What is 0.7 out of 64? 64 divided by 10 is 6.4. 7 times 6.4 is 42 plus, what is 0.4 for them? 7. It is 2.8. So 42 plus 2.8, about 45. So we actually got it pretty much on the dot right here. So that's what you're gonna get with our, what is it called? With our quick mats, the new copper rates. So that is a fun thing to look at, right? I think it's really interesting now that you can get basically a full step of that. But also, here's the other thing that that's not been said, but yeah, by me. It said right after in the patch notes. If you don't look at it, right, we got the stone cutter, and let's not do that cutter. There we go, stone cutter. So, although, yeah, let's get a let's get a crafting table here. Let's get a crafting table. So instead of that, right, like we can do all we want with it. But if we combine all this into blocks, right, this is basically what you would get. You would basically almost get a full stack of blocks. Oh my goodness. I did all this. Oh my goodness. Okay. I need to get myself some copper blocks. I was gonna just craft it into raw copper blocks. I forgot those exist. But yes, we can do this, right? So what you would get is about like a stack of blocks and almost a third of blocks. And you can just build out of it, right? This is just, it's a 1-to-1 thing. Actually, you see that? my mouse isn't swinging. My hand isn't swinging when I press it. That is so weird. This is why animations are important, guys. Like, am I? Oh, what the heck? Do you see that? I am punching. This is, I'm not right clicking. This is me right clicking. This is me punching. Interesting. So the punching animation seems to be correct, but there is no breaking animation. Strange. That's a bug. That's definitely a bug. But the new thing here is that you can cut copper into 4, which means if you want to use copper a lot, then you probably want to use cut copper. And why wouldn't you use cut copper? Because regular copper, you don't get all the options here, right? You can go straight to the options in the stonecutter, which is good, right? But only cut copper can be made into these other ones, right? The previous one is just circumventing that, just going straight to cut copper and then going straight to these guys, right? So you can do that if you want to, but this will quadruple your copper gains, and copper's not a bad thing to have. It also really incentivizes people to really build with copper more, because it drops more, and then you can craft more cut copper with it, right? Although there are some certain applications where you can use this better, right? As a regular block of copper, right? Like you can add some details and stuff like that, so you will lose out on some of it, which is something that you probably could just make if you're really into building and stuff like that. But yeah, that is how it's going at the moment. A bunch of biovariants with similar features but different shapes have been merged into one since the shape is controlled independently now renamed some biomes. So, there's a lot of biomes. we're gonna go over them when we get to the list, okay? But yeah, this is all we've done at the moment. We can just delete all that, right? Whoever comes across that can grab it. But yeah, we have this mound here, which is interesting. This is Gravelly Hills. Yeah, Windswept Gravelly Hills. Interesting. Interesting generation here, actually. This is pretty interesting. It looks like a mound for reals. That doesn't sound so nice, but like it's right there. And we also got this. Also, I visited the seed. I visited the seed so many times, right? And I've just found extreme hills again, like as I have today, right? Like dang. Also, we got quite the ice spikes biome here. Would you appreciate this, right? Like this, we got a glacier biome next to an ice spikes biome next to a whole ocean made of ice. This is ice paradise. You can literally find these things in 1.18, and you wouldn't have to go anywhere else for your packed ice or anything like that. I think it's always it's always nice to think about like how many small ice spikes biomes have you found? How many small glacier biomes have you found? But you can find this mega ice collateral biome or whatever, and you'll be fine. But yes. Let me read chat at the moment, because we just finished a section. Let's see. Weird cheese, my children are still locked in the closet and they're halfway to Earth. Let's see. I'll actually do this. we'll do this so you're looking at something, right? Weird cheese moon, Snowcat Peaks, now Frozen Peaks. I told Sully I had diamond-studded teeth for reverting angles. Oh my god, I can see them. Lofty peaks are now called jagged peaks. Who cares about the name? So, the thing about the name is that the name is supposed to be detailed, right? It's supposed to give you a sense of what you're looking at. Because without a proper name, if you just named a biome beans and it just houses jungle trees, like, what does that mean? what does that mean? You can name anything, right? But you have to give like a purpose to it, and which is why we use language as descriptors and stuff like that to make sure that people aren't confused when you look at something, right? Like, what do you see when you see the game Minecraft? You see a blocky game where you can mine and craft, right? That's why it's one of the chosen names, one of the previous names, instead of like cave game or something like that. Although cave game could work, it's just cave game really sounds indie now. Like Minecraft is no longer indie; it started out as indie and stuff like that. Like, if you name packed ice like very compressed water, maybe it makes some sense, right? But it's not going to tell you the whole picture. So there's specific words and specific things that we look out for when people name stuff, so that people are not generally confused about something you do or something you add. That's why we have languages in the first place. I think it's very like I'm trying to punch a screen. You can see the attack indicator like that. The animation is just broken. But that's the reason why I care so much about names and languages, because even if you don't use the terms here, right, it's going to be officially part of the game, right? Like, and plus, if you don't think about it as well, coders, developers, and stuff like that who work with Minecraft have to know these names because of, like, if they want to edit their worlds, right? Because there's a lot of tags and types and IDs that go into Minecraft that will be removed. Will be removed if they deal with anything about biomes, right? Because they were renamed, they were removed, they were shaped or something like that. So yeah, that's there's a lot of historical reason. There's a lot of just common sense reason, I think, and there's a lot of developer stuff that you might not think about behind the scenes. But it's better to know that names do matter, right? Okay, let's read the chat more. That was just one comment. Let's see. Ask him if I said that, and you shall be known as the one true bear. Who cares? Let's see. They're planning to They're planning to kill me over and over again to get more cheetahs. Please help. No. You gotta bring proof on that. I can't just send my force to help you when you say help. That's what the police does. Please don't start these conversations. Make chunk banners around your house to be safe. Please help. Copper is going to be so abundant. Yes, it is. It is very abundant. By the way, they one of the things that changed that I read before was they changed the ore distribution. So it's actually like, if you think about this, it's like I think they increased the blocks by 13. I mean, not 13. 32 blocks on each side of the radius. So it used to be 48 up to 96 or something, and so they up to 48 up to 96 and then to 0, right? So there was no decent chance for copper to spawn underneath in the deep slate layer, but it can now. So it goes to -16, and then it goes to negative, then it goes plus 16 to 96, which is like 112, is it? Yeah. So we got a bigger range of it, and we got more of it. So build with copper all you want. It's really just a decorative block, and it should be that way, right? So let's see. I am the only and only. I said maybe chunk vendors around your base. Shh, hit the like button. Smash is better. Smash the like button. 4 viewers and 4 likes. Yeah, great people. We doubled the likes. 45 to 60. 45 out of 64. Ah, yes. Yeah, I was doing the math there. In my head, I was. Oh, fractions are helpful. Fractions are very helpful, if you know. Hey, Ben Marscott, how are you doing? Everyone wants to be forever. Be like. Smiley face. I will be right back in a second. Right back in a second. You just say you're gonna be right back, right? You said what happened to me, and you're saying live. You get 4 times the amount it's covered in the stone cutters. Yes, we went over that. Fabric mods for 21W48 be like, use me. Crazy conversion time. Tabby words your dog use Fox's high. His dead. You can always get packed ice from Frozen Peaks and Snowcat Peaks. I believe that I proved that I'm rebearable, not a rickroll. Okay, but new is ankle miner. Yeah, you're rebearable. Ooh, hey, Awesome Crowd Gaming, how are you doing? Minecraft is changing too much. Minecraft is changing for the better. Not gonna lie, you've been seeing this kind of generation in the promo material for a while, since 1.15, since the Buzzy Bees update. Like, I feel like you should expect the biome, this detachment, let's say, from biome to world generation, right? Like biome to terrain generation, that used to be linked. Now it's not. And that's why they removed a lot of biomes, right? Because it didn't make sense to have hills of biomes when they could just be the biomes in hilly formations, right? But yeah. 7 days left for Minecraft Live 2021, and hopefully you guys are there. I will be streaming it. I will be streaming it because I have time for it now that I've gone through all of my midterm tests and stuff like that. I still have a lot of work to do, but we will get there. We will be there. Should I remove the pinned message when I meant to minimize it? Oh, rip! It says message retracted. Now that's even more funny. No, why? I just wanted to minimize it. Use foxes. Use faxes spawning multiple times. What are you talking about, foxes? Yes, Tabby, your dog on a. T-Tom. Hey, Cohen Timmermanso. How are you doing today? But yes, if you don't know what Cohen means, it's that Fox's default into going to 0-0 when there's nothing to hide under during a rainstorm. I know that's a lot of qualifiers, but for some reason they go towards 0-0, and it wouldn't happen in a regular Minecraft world. Let me tell you that, because if you look around you, even in the flattest of terrain, there are trees, right? And like you definitely see that a fox will try to hide under a tree, whatever. Like before they even reach 0-0, and even if they try to reach 0-0, right? You'd have to be in 0-0 for it to happen, because the foxes won't be able to load. Won't be able to load past a certain point, right? So it doesn't really matter that much. It's just some weird. It's just something like so that they. I think maybe the devs found it weirder if they didn't do anything in those conditions, so they just head to 0-0, which is weird because I don't think a lot of other mobs that pathfind to other things during certain stuff go to 0-0, but I think it maybe just made more sense to just let them go to 0-0. They could be a compass if they want to the center of the world. I'm not sure about that though. Okay. Yeah, but you got to do them earn a good revenge. I'm gonna try to do a double test of every die. Can I some interesting terrain? Well, I guess we're just gonna be flying over here. But maybe. Yo, 10 likes, Pog. Yes, Pog. Them likes are very fine. They're very nice. I don't ask for them. I never really convince people to like or anything like that. Don't really feel the need to. If you want to, I'm not gonna stop subscribers from or people in the chat, right, from saying that. So it's up to you. It's up to you. I just don't. The thing is, it's a personal reason for me. It's just like I don't like it when people tell people to just like sub or something without giving them much to watch, right? Like they haven't seen your content yet. Stop telling them. Stop telling them. It's annoying. Get out of my face. Just tell me to do it at the end of the video or something at least. Like. Or like in the middle of a long video, maybe. Like, come on, just don't put the start. Don't start it off here. Like, also we're not really at the start of it. We are 30 minutes in, but like it still feels weird to just try to like push out a sub or a like at the mid of the video, because I feel like people will just be like, oh, okay, whatever, let's do it, without making a more conscious decision of their sub or like, right? But yeah. There's like an army of dog riding cheaters outside. Are they in Minecraft? I want to play Minecraft at this stream. They said they are looking after us. Oh no, we're done. Just watch here, and this is crazy about legging stream. Legging stream, yes. So like it, baby. My fate has come. What is it? Well, let's go. Let's get into it. So the world generation chart. If you haven't seen it before, what it does is it also extends iron a bit down, and what it also does is it extends the diamond down. So a lot more, not extends it down, but extends how much you'll find, right? Because deep slate is a hard block to mine through. It is basically like mining through blackstone in the overworld, right? Like, gosh darn it. Like, deep slate is a pay to walk through, but at the bottoms of the world, you can find more diamonds. You can find so many more diamonds. But they made it more so that it incentivizes you to keep on mining, right? Like, and also it incentivizes you to not do many automated things like blow it up with TNT, because maybe you will unearth some diamonds and destroy it at the same time without using fortune on it, which could be bad. But yeah, that's how that works here. And also the emerald ore, like I said with the copper, it also dips down into deep slate now. So basically, the only ore that is not like available to be found in any parts of deep slate is coal. Coal can only form if a blob is basically touching the bottom of the stone layers, and it exceeds into the deep slate. So if you want any very very rare blocks for 1.18, it will be deep slate coal blocks. If you get a lot of those, you will get a lot of. You can sell it for a higher price on your server if you want to, but yeah, that's going to be a very rare block. And if you don't understand the reason why they do this, it's because you need to prepare for the underground, right? You need to prepare for the underground, which means you need to stay at the stone layers to gather coal. And since coal is pretty abundant, up in the mountains too, right? So basically, at the higher levels of the world, it's going to be more abundant. You have to prepare for the underground, because when you get to the deep slate layer, everything is compressed, right? Deep slate is basically compressed stone as it transitions all the way to bedrock. And you know bedrock is unbreakable, right? And everything in the deep slate layer becomes compressed, which means coal, which is carbon, gets compressed into diamonds. So that's why it just shifts into diamonds, right? That's why the coal is basically like on tip point with the diamond distribution in the charts, and it always has been, I think. So that's why the diamonds are like that. That's why the coal and diamond distribution is like that. You'll never find coal basically while you're in the deep soil layer. You have to come prepared with lots of coal blocks, with lots of wood blocks, and then make your way into the depths of the underground and try to find yourself some treasure, some loot, and some new biomes. Maybe. But yeah, non-cave biomes no longer change with height, so no more savannas in the sky and things like that. Tweak the relative size of biomes to match 1.17 a bit closer. I mentioned that earlier in the stream. Increase the average size of biomes, but this also means biomes aren't in the same place as before. So yeah, we've seen quite a lot of this, and also, I don't know if you guys feel like this, but I feel like because of the generation changes, these glacier biomes are just so much more like glaciery, right? Like it's so much more icy to travel to, right? It honestly feels pretty spectacular, like seeing all this ice and seeing all the things here. Like it looks like it's just cracking, right? Like the ice is just cracking, and I think that's pretty cool. Fixing aquifer issues. The side effect is that aquifers are in different places now from compared to the last snapshot. We've seen some aquifers, although I'm not sure if we should have seen them, right? Because like like the caves have changed, I guess. The terrain has changed a lot since the last snapshot, so we can't really compare it if a lot of it is gonna be obscured by the new generation, right? But let's see. Slightly increased the frequency of underwater magma. We saw that in that small aquifer that we visited. Increased the amount of dungeons, especially below height 0. Okay, so this is a fun change. We like if you look back at the streams where we tried to find dungeons, right? If we tried to find dungeons in our survival world, actually we have to affect ourselves, right? Effect, give me night vision. That one true, right? So what we did before was we basically found sparse dungeons. We never find that many dungeons, but now you can find a whole lot of dungeons below Y0. So this means the deeper you go, it'll be more dangerous. You'll have more chances to destroy danger. But we also got like a little lava aquifer here, which is nice. I haven't seen quite a bit of lava aquifers in a while. Although this is very strange. Oh, this is a very strange aquifer. Look at this. It like splits off here. It's like being cut by the pillar, almost, right? Interesting. But as we go down deeper, we'll see a geode right there. We can probably spawn a few dungeon type rooms, right? Although this is a very weird generation. It's very square here. Well, we got a regular diamond there. Regular diamond ore there. So we should be looking for dungeons. And there we go. We found a dungeon. It used to be very, very difficult to find a dungeon. But now it is more unsafe underground, as there are more dungeons there. Also, this is a very good opportunity to try to find more dungeons, right? Because there could be dungeons lying around the other dungeons, and you could use them in dual spawner setups, right? This also means that despite my best efforts, I'll probably find another skeleton spawner in a regular survival world, as I haven't found many since a couple of updates ago. Like, gosh darn, and they're very stingy on that. But all I've seen since then have been zombie spawners and such. Like, gosh darn it, guys. My luck has been horrible with the skeleton spawner stuff. But look, we're looking for the spawners, not that. Oh, there's a little block there missing. But yeah, we got a skeleton spawner here. Actually, is that a terrain bug? Yeah, it seems to be a terrain bug. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it's cutting off. I don't think that should happen. That's probably a bug. We also got little water pockets for some reason. I guess this is part of a lava pocket, but it transferred into water for some reason. The same thing here, right? Like it just transitions weirdly. I'm not sure about that. But we can probably find a lot more dungeons, and you can probably find them peeking out of a lot more open cave systems now, which look cool, right? Like you can see them coming out of the caves, just like popping out of the top of a cave, maybe, and it's like, boom, here I am. I'm here to fight. I'm here to take you down, you little maestro. But yeah, we've seen a few dungeons. Okay, there's another dungeon here. We haven't seen a double dungeon yet. It's another zombie one. Though you would be lucky to find a lot of zombie ones at one place, because that would be a good old drown farm without having to construct any spawning mechanisms. You can just you could just try to find a 3 spawner or something like that, right? But yeah, oh, we got another one here in the mine shaft. Oh, there's another one here. Okay, skeleton, and it's part of a somewhat larger cave system, right? Though if they're in this big old cave system, they're just gonna be like deleted, right? Like if there was a spawner attempt like right where I'm standing, like it would just be deleted by the carver system. So, do you see any as we peek around here? I mean, there should be more common down below, but I think it does give a little bit of ambiance. Also, if you didn't notice, this is the thing: gravel now generates below height 0. Because we are definitely below height 0. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, this change. But I think it makes some sense. It looked kind of bland down here. Not gonna lie, with all just deep slate and tough. Like it needed another block, and I think they just chose it because it makes some sense, right? Makes some sense, not all the sense. Definitely not. Definitely, it's probably the thing, like it's compressed dirt or something. I'm not sure what the rationale is behind including it like that, but honestly, I'm not seeing that much. I'm not seeing much, many of them being found like that. But we got one here. Holy crap! Look at this. Hey, this is nice, cool. Okay, we got a zombie and a spider spawner. Although, you know, this it kind of lessens the blow because let's talk about this. How many of you actually delete spawners? Like you come across them and you break them, right? Obviously, if you have more spawners, it's not too bad. But in that case, right, you might not want a zombie spawner right next to a spider spawner. But you can account for that, right? Like like you can make it so it separates them, but maybe you don't want to deal with it at all, so you break one of the spawners, the one that you don't need, right? Although you could get double XP, you could get stuff if you put some more work into it. Like, I obviously feel horrible when I see someone break a spawner, because it is, you know how hard it is to fight a spawner, but now it's not that hard, but I guess it's still semi-hard down here, right? Like, as I'm looking around here, you can barely see many spawner rooms as I fly, right? And you know what? You know how much time it takes to cave down here, and how much time it takes to light up everything? A lot. And that's why a lot of these changes, like a lot of the spawning changes, like it's cool that you can find a lot of more spawners around. But it might just it might make it more okay to people who constantly break spawners on a time just to waste away at it, right? Like there are people that break amethyst bud crystal clusters or the amethyst bud blocks, right? Like those are renewable. You can still use them, but just because it's in the way, they they delete them, right? And what is it? Villagers are now spread out more. I don't know. So the wording for this one is kind of weird. Let's locate a village. So what I think they mean to say is that the villages themselves, like, per the village, are less likely to be close together. Which I didn't even find that big of a problem in the last snapshot. But here, right, like, I felt like they could have also met like the little knobs, or like the little functions, right? The little structure blocks are going to be more far apart. But obviously, you'd have to change the you'd obviously have to change the structure blocks to fit that, and they didn't do that probably. So they definitely mean that villages are less likely to be close together. But as you can see here, right? Is this close? Is this close enough? Like we got this nice little village on the mountain, but it's like 100 or something blocks outside of it, and we can see another village there. We can also see a big, massive cave that goes down pretty gosh darn deep in the middle of it. Like, is this too close? We're at render distance 16, so I guess if you can see this, right? Like, you could basically, if you're in the middle of it, you can see both with your render distance at like 8 or something like that, right? Like, that's not too far away. That's 128 blocks per side, so it's like 200 blocks distance, maybe. I'm not sure how far they intended to make like a lot of these villages to be, but that could be just a random example, right? Like if we find another village or something, we could probably see that maybe a village close to it, maybe not too far, right? Or maybe it's way too far. We only find villages sometimes. But yeah. Okay, remove water lake features. Aquifers provide local water level. So basically, let's go to a plains, right? Locate biome. Plains. There we go. If you didn't know, okay, what a wacky plains. It's like a border biome here. But if you ever go into a plains, there's tons and tons of lakes. But now it's just replaced with waterlogged caves around here because we got that and we got aquifers, right? So a lot of it will be not lakes because those would be a lot of lakes. Not gonna lie, but we have a lot of terrain that's generating. This is definitely not a local lake anymore because they got rid of it, right? It could be part of regular terrain, but we got this as well into this cave here. But yeah, when you go into a plains, don't expect those little lake features anymore. Honestly, they were annoying to me. Especially on Bedrock, not gonna lie. Bedrock Edition, like, those lakes just sucked. I don't know why. There's just so many of them, and then you always find, like, droughts and stuff, and you can't get out without having to dig out. Like, Java lakes, sometimes you had the ability to just jump out, but Bedrock, it surrounds you like a... like a, calzone or something like that. Kind of interesting. But yeah, we're done with that section, so we're gonna go straight into what is it called? We're gonna go straight into comments again. So we're straight into chat. Sorry for the sneezes. Well, not sneezes. I'm blowing my nose. Got a lot of mucus. But yeah. Okay. Like, you need to watch Apocalypto. What is Apocalypto? I don't know what that is. Why is he simping for my AirPods? I'm uncomfortable. You know what? I am thinking personally of getting noise canceling earbuds. Right? That's what they're called? Wireless earbuds? Yes. Because it honestly it just sucks at night. Like I have the fan running, I have the air conditioning running. It's just a lot of noise. It's better just drown it out, right? It's gonna cost a lot though, which is why I'm planning to pay in installments. He doesn't want to watch Apocalypse. I didn't know that. I know this. Who's simping for your AirPods? Huh. Read this and you will understand it's literally his name. I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, I played 1.17 and diamonds are broke every time. I found them everywhere. You probably found them everywhere. But I'm not sure if you if you dug through deep slate pockets that often, because those are they will take a lot of time up, right? So that's how that happens. That's why they want to make you incentivize mining in the deep slate area, even though it's painful. I adopted a new dog, but it's friendly and it's working for me. Nice. Nice. Your dog's soul is hounding me. Fight the soul. Fight. Be strong. Mr. Cheese was killed by Tabby's dog. Dang. Across the internet. If you're weak, do 9,999 push-ups every day. Because you know the strong do 10,000. I tried my best. I gave you the potato. He's still on my T-toms. I have one. What did you say? What are you saying? I have one and go to the gym. Thank you. Go to the gym first. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1 idiot later. Goes over 10,000, dies. I knew you were weak. Oh, Mr. Cheese was killed by push-ups. Nice. Okay, thanks. One dies. But it's nice that you can find Structic outside in Stony Peaks now. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Mr. Cheese was killed by a stroke of a push-up. Okay, yeah, I get what you mean. I gave Anther T-Tom. This time, use a nuke to kill the dogs. Okay, then, dies because he didn't know how to use a nuke. Use a gun. Dies because he had no ammo. Use a sword. Dies because he held the sharp side and not the not so sharp side. Okay, that's a funny meme. If you guys don't know about the about holding the sharp side of a sword, that's an old meme, I think. But it's funny still. Here's my dog, the new one. The biome could be the start. Which biome would be the start to cave in? Honestly, probably a mountain biome or a mountainous terrain because you have more chances for things to carve out, terrain to carve out. The problem is that if you do that, if you do what I say right now, is that like a lot of the noise caves, don't really. With the old cave covers, they sometimes connect, but you might not find a connection all the way down to bedrock or deep slate layer if you care for that. But as we've seen, like just flying around, right, you can find caves that go directly down, like to those levels. You could literally see it from within it. So I think that's funny. that's what we get right. And we also got our little thing here, right? We have our little thing here. Yeah, this is like at sea level, right? But it's an aquifer. It most definitely is an aquifer here. Like, we got the local aquifer, we got this lake getting pushed, having a water stream into the lake by this mountain, this fun mountain, right? And this mountain has a big old cliff and more shattered cliffs behind it. Like, if you're not seeing a cave within these, just look around anywhere, right? If you find a big cave entrance, if you look upon that, right? Because it's not, like I said, it's not tied to biomes anymore, right? So basically, just try to find some terrain that looks like it might carve into caves and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, look at this! Look at this place. It looks so majestic, right? It looks so cool. You got this huge little lake in the middle. I kind of just weaves beyond these shattered valleys. This is pretty cool. These shattered mountains, I mean, awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Dies because of cannibalism. Throw a grenade. Dude dies, you probably know why. Use a tank. Dies because you're probably gonna get out. Throws rocks. Dies because he took a too big rock. What? Use your fists. Become Goku. Dies because he is weak. Weak as in the days of the week. Call the military. Dies because the military killed him because they thought he was an alien. Use a wire. Dies because I don't know I ran out of ideas. He learned to use stuff. Thank you, what a fantastic lesson. Still dies. Bro, just run. Still dies. One lesson. Clap for the teacher. Everyone dies. Imagine that. You know, that'd be... I feel like that's something someone wrote in like a World War II book. Like, just like everyone sat down to the table and drank their morning brew while listening on the radio. They all died. Like, just like so dramatic. There's like it just escalates so quickly, right? That's the sort of thing that's about that, right? So let's go into the next section. Mob spawns. So Mob spawns. Axolotls now only spawn in water above clay blocks in lush caves. So we're gonna go to a lush cave. Locate biome. Lush cave. There we go. Let's go to it. It's obviously not going to be up in the air. We're just going to actually we're I shouldn't say that actually. We're not going to be up in the air, but like we're going to be up really high. But yeah, we should be okay. I see some lush cave over here. I'm just not sure if it's housing any clay with water. Actually, there's just a big water stream there. Okay, there looks to be a bigger cave around here, but there doesn't seem to be many places for it to spawn, right? Let's see, a bigger cave. We need a bigger cave. Okay, we got something around here. So, how we could check for axolotls around here, right? We could do something like this, right? Effect give at e type equals axolotl. Let's see, glowing effect. Amplifier 1 to hide the particles. Okay, no entity was found. Okay, we haven't found one of them. We haven't found at least one yet. Let's try going a little bit like this, right? They should have their own mob cap, by the way. I don't think they got rid of them being in their own mob cap with the glow squids, but that could be true. Maybe they got rid of that spawning rule. There might be glow squids. Let's try to get some glow squids. Glow squid? Okay, there's 5 glow squids. So it looks like they are being affected by the mob cap still, maybe. Maybe we're just not getting axolotls. So let's I think we can spawn them if we go up here, right? Let's kill all the glow squids and see what comes out of here. Glow squid. There we go. Killed 8 entities. Okay, we got 7 more targets with the glow squid, and no entity was found with the axolotl. Maybe it's broken. I'm not sure. There should be still axolotl spawning, and having it only be glow squid might be a different thing. Different thing entirely. Let's see. So glow squids now only spawn in water blocks under height 30. As you can see, we're definitely below kind of like height 30 if we're looking at these guys, right? So these guys are spawning in water. Okay, these guys are spawning in some smaller aquifer there, or water pocket. Water pocket. But yeah, those guys are spawning there. These guys are not. There's nothing in the lush caves to tell me that anything was spawning. But as you can see right now, we can see some magma pockets where they probably wouldn't have been before, right? I also got some glow squids spawning here. Yada yada. The glow squids have died here. Huh. How did they die? Could there have been an axolotl here? But we would have seen it. Huh. And there's no clay around here. How did they die for reals? How did they die? I'm confused. Their remains are scattered. They died like over here? What the? How did they die? We got a mystery to solve here. Actually, not really much to solve. I can't really figure it out. If you guys have any ideas, that'd be interesting to hear. And also, cod, salmon, pufferfish, tropical fish, squid, dolphins now spawn in water from only to height 50 to height 64. So this means that basically any farm that you have done that has used any high Y level spawning, right, is kind of moot. It was a thing that was done before because you can easily like mob proof the area, but now you'd have to do a 50 to 64 block range in an ocean or whatever, and you'll get those spawns now, which means that as we see here, right, like glow squids are spawning 30 and below, right? 30 and below. Like, like these guys are spawning down here, irrespective to the other mobs, the other tropical mobs, right? Tropical fish can also spawn in lush caves at any height, which also means that it just spawns everywhere, right? Like, if you want a tropical fish farm, you can still do that at any height, right? In lush caves. Like, you gotta find a lush cave. You can mark out as much of the biome as you want to with tropical fish spawning, but yeah, you can create pretty decent tropical fish farms, not gonna lie. Because if you're in a lush cave, and you're not near any water on the surface or anything like that, right? Like the fish mob cap, the water mob cap, you can fill it pretty nicely. Especially if you get a lush cave without as I said, glow squid stuff, right? So basically, if you find a lush cave in the stone biome, you'll probably get a lot of tropical fish spawning that you can do, that you can basically centralize in a different area. Irrespective to every other spawn, right? Zombies again now spawn in dripstone caves. Drown can also spawn there, however. So this is a thing that they changed in the last snapshot, right? Zombies couldn't spawn in the last snapshot, but now they can, because I think it made dripstone caves rarely zombified, because I don't think they were going to change the fact that they needed that they needed quite a few qualifiers for them to spawn, right? For what is it called? For them to spawn. For drown to spawn, because for drown to spawn, you need like 2 high blocks of water. And dripstone caves and lush caves, right? Even though they don't spawn in lush caves, they only really produce 1 block of water plus aquifers around them. Like, that's how their biome works, right? So yeah, that's the thing that they changed, because I think the lack of zombies means that there's an imbalance of other mobs, and probably you'd find a lot more creepers, a lot more skeletons, a lot more endermen in dripstone cave biomes that you wouldn't have found anywhere else, and would probably make it more difficult, to say the least. What I would like to see, I think, is that maybe zombies that are in dripstone cave biomes get their drown counter up, because dripstone caves are supposed to be really wet, you know. They're supposed to be super wet. So I feel like zombies spawning in dripstone caves could have like the chance to spawn as a drowned, maybe. Because I don't think if a zombie spawns every time that you should tick it until it becomes a drowned, right? Maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay though. Well, like, I feel like it could be better than just spawning zombies in general, because I feel like dripstone caves lends to a very wet biome that would make sense that if drowns could spawn differently, or that zombies can convert to drowns in those biomes, right? Could be interesting. Goats no longer spawn at Stony Peaks. We're in the Mesa biome. We can probably find a Stony Peaks. Let's see. Locate biome Stony Peaks. I think this is one of the biome name changes. They made Stony Peaks. Actually, oh, look, we got a big calcite. Oh, this is nice. Hey, we got calcite, like calcite mountain there, and we also got it over there. Cool. But the goats should no longer spawn here. I think it makes sense. They can't really survive on here. They really can't survive here. Not gonna lie. But yeah, but most likely because they can't eat, but also because their coat of fur or whatever would prevent them from really because Stony Peaks are supposed to be a hotter variant of the regular peaks that you find, right? So, of the other peaks, like the snowcap peaks and stuff like that. The lofty peaks, which is now renamed to something else. Because otherwise, like, their coat would make them overheat in these areas, and it would be hella travesty for them to spawn here and not have anything to do here. But as you can see, right, this is also another change to the ore distribution, right? Iron is just so much more common in the mountains. But hey, you can see this. Like, this looks pretty cool. I like this. I really do like the calcite streaks. It makes it feel more like majestic up here, right? Especially with all the surrounding jungle Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I really do enjoy this. You guys are definitely going to enjoy this once you get your hands on it in the full release. But as you know, the snapshots are just testing. But you can still find such cool things, right? Such coolness. Just searching around your worlds now. Although it's going to be a pain to light up, not going to lie. Let's see. What's next? Okay. Optimized AI for axolotls, goats, hoglins, zoglins, piglins, piglet brutes, and villagers. So, if you guys haven't watched Ilmengo's video yet, you should probably do that. Also, this is a new biome, by the way. This is a new biome, a Sparse Jungle. Actually, no, it's not new. It's a renamed one. I'm sorry. When I say new, I mean by name. They didn't add any new biomes. Sparse Jungle used to be the Jungle Edge biome, and I do really like these Jungle Edge biomes. They look pretty cool, I think. Like, although sometimes the trees kind of look a little bit uniformly spread out. But I think they just add a lot, right? Like, I feel this looks pretty cool. Also, it's better for your game to not have so many jungle trees, because jungles are one of the most laggiest places because of all the leaves that you have to render and stuff like that. Always such a pain. But we got this. Oh, so beautiful. Look at this. Look at these canyons, these cliff sides. Like, dang, guys. They might fix some of the more blocky nature of some of this carving, but maybe not. Maybe they won't do that. I'm not sure if they will. But it gives it kind of a striking aura when you see it, but it definitely does not look completely natural with all these with all these sharp drop-offs, right? Like, I feel like they should go in a little bit more, maybe. But they rely on the carvers to do that, which maybe might not be the biggest thing to worry about here. But yeah, we got all this. This is pretty gosh darn nice. Pretty gosh darn nice to look at. I love these biome changes, especially for the new rivers, right? The new rivers are pretty nice. Also, we got another village around here, which is really spread out in terms of bio level. Look at this. Look at all these farms on different levels. You really gotta be like, oh, I'm gonna farm here for the rest of my life because I don't want to go down like 2 elevators to the next floor. Like, dang, this village is pretty big. In terms of bio level, definitely not the biggest village I've seen. But yeah, let's get into the comments again. Okay, there's another village over here, though we can't see the other village, even with 16 render distance. I think the other village that we see... Also, this one has very dramatic Y-level differences, right? As well. Oh, what a place to live, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, we are in the meadows. We should be seeing some... Yeah, bees. Yeah, these lone trees have bees. We couldn't find them that much. In the last snapshot, I think it was that snapshot that we look extensively for these things, right? For bees things. Okay, this is part of the plains. This could be part of a plains. This could be part of the meadows biome. But yeah, as you can see, like all the lone trees, or what are supposed to be lone trees, have a bee hive. Oh no, it's a bee nest. We make beehives. Okay, we make beehives. They bee nests are where they nest, where they make their own nests. More natural. But yeah, let's get into the chat again. Okay, how do I do this again? Let's do this. There we go. Let's get into the chat again. I have to go up and look at the chat, because there's a lot of stuff that you guys say. Dies of dehydration. Ride a car. Insert self and destroy for a brief second. Hey, Condor Crest. How are you doing today, Condor Crest? Condor Crest is different from Condor Crest. Crest, not Quest. Sorry about that. Oh, that was because the car didn't work. Obviously, I mean, how do you have a... How has your day been? What are you doing today? If I did ask that before, I just skipped towards the rest of the chat there. Use a Placane. You mean a plane? It's because you didn't have to go to school. How many T-Tom do you have left? Send me your location. I'm learned how to use nukes. I have a lot of T-Toms left. I can't say that number because I don't know where it starts and ends. It's crossed out. It's hashtagged out. Send me your location. Dice of nukes. How the area looks. Okay, it's here. Susstown in the Moon Sea? That's a weird sentence. I can help. Looks like the battle pass. I'm coming. I'm in a plane. Do you see me? I know to land. Don't worry. I see a vector plane. Is that you? I'm landing. Safe landing. Alright, time to use the nuke. Yay, you destroyed my house. Yay. Aiming. Shoot. Oops, sorry. Dies. Sorry, didn't mean to shoot you and die, you know. I didn't mean for you to die. I meant to shoot you, though. At least we killed the dogs. I gave you a T-Tom. But the cedars, no. Why is he the one killing me? Sorry, I will destroy and hire remain in your house. But we need to kill the cheaters. Boom. Alright, done. Wait, where are my AirPods? Hello. Hey, Calvin Wong. How are you doing? You're still here. How are you doing today on this fine Saturday? It's almost noon, actually. For me, at least. But hey. Wait. Let's see. Where am I? Where did I get lost? Hello, now take the T-Tom. Where is your 999 T-Toms? Because I think the cheaters took them. I have bonus. Oh, thank God. Wait, does that mean that the cheaters will just respawn if they die? Yeah. We need defense. We need to go to Mars. It's the last place they will look. Yeah, I have a rocket in my backpack. Nice. Oh, that's how. Let's go. I won't. Sorry, it's a toy rocket. You can make a thing to make it go small. The terrain is so breathtaking. Yeah, it is. It's so... You know, it's so nice to have this terrain because, obviously, if you're good at Minecraft, right, or if you're decent enough, you're getting an elytra. And when you're flying over it, you see stuff, and nothing's too spectacular. But now it's gonna be like, yes, this is it. This is cool, right? Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said it in technical changes. The optimized AI stuff. Optimized AI was for performance fixes. And Ilmango does a demonstration of it with the same amount of villagers and stuff like that. So you can see that people obviously. Oh, I clicked off. You can see an obvious change in a lot of the performance. And it'll make living and running of worlds more better. Like you could increase the cap if you want to get back to the same level of performance as before, or by having the same amount of stuff that you had before, you have this ability to have more frames at your area and stuff like that. Also, if I didn't say so, better layers generate dependent of the world scene now, which means that anything that you have, any guides that you have seen online, like any guides that you have seen online about using the bedrock, using this coordinate in the bedrock layers, bedrock ceiling and floors, right? To get down or under it, get above it, like those don't work anymore. You have to be more, you have to follow instructions that are more locally designed instead of like globally designed. So just basically it'll be based on your situation, right? Rather than a situation that everyone can feel. Yeah, I'm gonna read the rest of the chat so that we can go into the bugs. Sorry, it's a toy rocket. We can make a thing go small. Yeah, yes. I think it's more a bigger rocket, but sure. Tell this. It will make you small. Let's lift off. Okay, shrinks. We're at the Mars. Now let's make a basement. I'm doing good, Days. Good. Thanks for asking. Oh, I'm glad to have asked. Hopefully it will be better. Hopefully it'll be neutral and better as the day goes on. Not get worse, you know. Alright, you dig. I collect materials. Okay, builds, digs. I got iron, wood, stone, diamonds, and armor, and guns, and swords. Oh, I got the Mars stone. Mars stone is the same thing as stone. What is this Marsite? It's iron. Noise. We need food and water. You didn't bring supplies. Supplies. I found an alien base they stole with their food and water. Thank God. Yes, update changes almost everything about Minecraft's fundamentals. Honestly, I don't think it changes that much with Minecraft's fundamentals. The only thing I could see that it changes with fundamentals is just caving and ore distribution, which honestly are fundamentals. But there have always been Minecraft. There's always been biome changes. There's always been biome additions, some biome, some specific details to biomes that have changed over the years and stuff like that. There's always been biome changes, right? Honestly, actually, now that I think about it, untying biomes and temperature and terrain control, right? It actually is a bigger deal than I kind of make it out to be. But honestly, these are the changes that have been coming on into Minecraft for a while, or been leading to, because a lot of players do complain about a lot of this stuff. And honestly, it's an honest complaint in some regards. Like it honestly should be fixed, but the dishonest part and like the not good part is that hounding developers to get these things fixed, right? Because they have their goals, they have their set agendas, right? And the fan base always telling you, "Oh, give me a cave update and stuff like that. Give me another update or something like that," rather than having the developers have their have the time to make it and make it right, make it more reformant, make sure that things are working and well, instead of just pushing out features like you would see some other some mod developers that don't have the responsibility of catering to their whole audience, right? Because Minecraft has millions of people playing, and mod developers may have a few hundred, like a few 10, a few hundred, and like a few thousand, maybe. Some may have, very few may have a million, but Minecraft, when you make changes, you make it for millions, right? That's the responsibility of every update, right? You have to make sure that the game is still very playable, very functional, and maybe even a lot better when you add all these features up, right? So that's a lot of the. I always feel like gaming communities are always so very entitled to like what they want, because they're like, oh, this guy could do this in like less time, but maybe it's not going to be fleshed out as much. Maybe it's not going to be well thought out as much. Maybe there's not a lot of other things that can go on that make things better, right? Like when you have the responsibility, like you can't like say like you should ignore the responsibility and do the stuff that we ask of you or something like that, because that's not fair. That's not fair to developers. They have lives too. They're people, and they even though they shoulder this responsibility, they still are human. So yeah, they have families, and like I said, they have personal lives as well. Let's not hound them for features. Let's ask them nicely and tell them, criticize well of the features they do add and the features that have been added, but not like completely harass them on Twitter or something like that. Just like, oh my goodness, add this now. I would like this. I would like this. It would be a better game if like this. No. Just let's have a polite and respectful conversation with our developers that are making games that are making changes to a game that we all love, right? But yeah. Okay, I'll read the most of the chat here because the bug list is long again. Let's see. I talked to this with a guy and he said it will end our pain. Okay, so I robbed and shot him. What did he do? Nice. Now we build. Okay, I will call Bob the builder. Okay. What did he say? Okay, is he coming? It's the most awkward conversation ever. Yes, he's coming. Nice. Okay, let's. You guys are gonna continue with that. Let's go down the bug list in case we can test it out. Snowy grass without snow near lakes in snowy biomes. I think we actually saw none of that. Like I think we went through a lot of. Actually, we didn't go to many of it, did we? Let's see. Let's see. Locate biome world. Plains. Let's do a snowy plains, right? Because those will be where the lakes are. Are we in a mountain? No, we're not. Okay. It's strange. We're in a kind of in a weird place. I'm not sure we're gonna find. So, what does it mean by that? Snowy grass without snow near lakes in snowy biomes. This could be considered a lake feature, maybe. But what did it mean by that? Did it mean like? Did it mean like this, but like it's not, like there's not snow around it, or something like that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they mean. is like that, like what I'm seeing right there, but those are caused by the trees, by the way. Definitely not from the plant placement. Also, that sugarcane just got updated. But I don't know. These are small aquifer lakes now, so I'm not sure if that's the case, but I don't see it. I don't see it anymore, I guess. If we're looking at it like this, with the parameters I've set for search. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think anything has changed, really. Changed difference. I don't think much has changed, but it doesn't look wrong either. So, as of 18W06, the sand, clay, and gravel blocks no longer generate around small lakes. Ah, this is a river. Small lakes. So, they got rid of lakes, which is weird, right? I don't know if I can find an example of it happening, because the lakes are now aquifers in a sense, unless they mean lakes generated because of rivers, right? In that case, we could just look at the bottom of the rivers and see that there is sand, there is gravel and stuff like that. And I don't think that was changed. Look at how spotty this is, right? You've got a patch there and some patches here, right? Of sand around a lake feature. I guess this is a river biome, is it? Yeah, it's a river biome. May not be a lake feature in general, though. But we got all the blocks requisite of it. I don't know. Mountain Edge never generates. Well, Mountain Edge is pretty much gone, I think. Locate biome. Yeah, mountain. There's no edge biomes anymore. There's no edge biomes. There's no hills. They got rid of all that. It's just the plain biomes with the terrain, as I've said before, right? So basically, getting rid of that bug is kind of weird. It's kind of weird because it's like it doesn't exist anymore, so it shouldn't generate. So it's resolved in a way. Large amounts of axolotls cause performance issues. Yeah, that's why they focus on optimizing a lot of the AI, so that the game runs more smoothly, right? Let's see. Flowers can generate on large plants near lakes. Large plants near lakes. Flowers can generate on large plants near lakes. What does that mean? On large plants. Does that mean... So when they mean large plants, do they mean like this is a large one and half of it is a flower? Okay. I think I've maybe seen it or maybe recognized it before. But apparently it doesn't have it anymore. Because I think replacing it was a lake feature before, and they got rid of lakes somewhat, right? So yeah. Floating grass can still generate above water lakes. Yeah, we don't see that. Large amounts of ghosts cause performance issues. Okay. Did they actually? Yeah, they did optimize the AI for that as well. Mountain gravelly mountains use their 1.17 biome ID name. Yes. Yeah, they got fixed. They're no longer here. They're Windswept Hills now, or whatever they called it. Yeah. I wish I could just search up biome and then list or something like that. Like, I wish I could do like biome list or like biome find, or what is it? Biome get. Like, I wish there was a command like that. I actually think that would be easier to just do it than just locate biome, right? I mean, I guess locate is a function, right? Let's see other functions. I mean, advancement. What is that? You're just editing advancements, right? And effect, you're editing effects. Why can't you search and edit biomes and stuff like that? You're editing time, right? Like, it doesn't have to be a pure function or something like that. I mean, all of these aren't really pure functions. Like, band is definitely a pure action, right? Pure action function. Clear, clone, and deop and stuff like that. Execute, fill. Like, those aren't like abstracts, like I would say for like biomes, right? It could be useful. I think it would be fun. But let's see. Banished patterns do not render properly. I have never seen that not happen. I think I've only seen that happen with Optify. Not gonna lie. Also, this is a weird aquifer here. Oh, the turtles can't even get back to their beach. Oh, what a rip. But I think I've only seen invisible stuff really happen with Optifine. I don't think I've ever actually seen it happen myself with vanilla. In all the years I've played, it's always been like an Optifine thing for me, which is interesting. Interesting. But do not render properly means they're kind of invisible, or they're just broken. By the way, let's see. Command blocks do not display commands in their UIs. We haven't checked out any command blocks, and we had no reason to, right? As we can see here, Windswept Gravelly Hills. Yeah, there's been like no reason to check it out, but it's always been a feature in every in a lot of Snapshot videos that I've watched. So I guess you could say that it is fixed because it obviously matters for map makers, content creators, and stuff like that, to be able to see your command that you typed in, right? Like, gosh darn, I wish I could see what I typed in. It still works, but I kind of want to see that it see it and edit it, right? So yeah, no relief on treasure maps or explorer maps. I don't know what that means. Relief? Does that mean? Does that mean if you buy it, if you're in the area, it won't show or something like that? I'm not sure. We can go look at the bug tracker for that if you want to, but you guys can check that out yourself. I'm not going to explain it at the moment because I don't understand it in general. Let's see. Oh, we got a little village over here. A big mountain, semi-big mountain. A little village going into the swamp. Any of you guys been swamp villagers? No? Is there a witch hunter nearby? Could be interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is weird. Okay, we got a pillager outpost for reals again. Nice. It's pretty flat too. It's not even taking advantage of the hills, which I wish you would have if you were smarter pillagers. Gosh, but you are close, which means that you're somewhat smart in setting up the outpost there. Strange and many broken aquifer wells generate too commonly on the surface. The bottom parts of aquifers aren't always surrounded by blocks, which occasionally causes it to spill into caves in ways that appear bizarre. They still appear bizarre. I think we saw some aquifers do that. At the beginning of the stream, sorry for that drop off there. At the beginning of the stream, right? Like, I think we saw that happen. Which is, it looked weird. It didn't look like the water was being held up by anything. But, you know, maybe they'll keep changing it to make sure that it doesn't happen, right? Also, we have seen some water pockets and stuff like that, and lava pockets and weird stuff happening underground, which could be due to aquifers. Not sure about that, though. Unused biomes still present in game files. Yeah, those have been deleted, I guess. And replaced with all the biomes. By the way, let's see. Advancement, grant, everything. So, let's see this. I totally forgot about that. But let's see this. So adventure, there should be a thing here. Discover every biome, right? Discover every biome. It's now 31. I think it was like 46 or something before. 42 maybe? Not sure. But advancement, revoke, me, everything. There we go. So let's see if I can. Yeah, those are. What would there be? I'm putting them in master volume, right? Are they players? Is it player stuff? No, it's not. It's not voice and speech. Ambient environment? I mean, I guess it would have been. Yeah, I'm not sure. What is this? It definitely can't be friendly creatures. Is it weathers? I don't know, but of course, turning off master volume turns off everything, but it might not be under a single section, which is weird. I'm not sure. But we'll see it pass by, right? It's all queued up. It's not like when I revoked everything, it would have gone back, right? So yeah, opening a world from 1.12.2 or older in the latest snapshot regenerates random chunks. Yeah, maybe these chunks, the chunks might be not so nice, not so play nice, because as I said before, right, these things are difficult, and having to deal with all the random intricacies in how the world was saved before you upgraded is weird. Is really weird. I'm not sure. But apparently they fixed it. So we don't have a 1.12 world that we can look at, but or 1.12 an older world that we can look at, but I assume that it's fixed. I assume. Let's see. Sweet berries generate too often. Okay, that's the thing that I didn't see before. Let's see. Locate biome. What is it? Truce? Spruce? Old growth pine taiga. Actually, this is a good. It's a good chance. This is a new renamed biome, right? So, if you don't know the difference between the pine taiga, although this maybe does not spawn berries. I'm not sure. I forget. But this is the pine taiga, and this is the growth spruce taiga. If you don't know the difference, pine trees don't have any leaves on the side here, and spruce, what was it called? Growth, or whatever, growth taiga trees do have leaves coming out from the side all the way down, right? Almost all the way down. So that's the difference between it. If you see any of it like this, just know that these are two different biomes because they produce two different types of trees, even though it's very similar. As you can see, there's a lot of pine biome spread around here. There's also a lot of growth biome spread around here, right? And honestly, it just looks so cool. Look at this. Look at this. We got this peak here. Not really peakish, but we're still high up in the air for this biome. It's nice. Also, this was renamed, right? Frozen Peaks. Instead of Lofty Peaks, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's another biome around here. The Grove is still named Grove, if I'm sure. Yeah. But yeah, look at this. Look at this. You come up through this, and then you see this big old cave down there. It's pretty cool. Cave vines generate without tip because Proto's tip option is negated. Yeah, so when the cave vines spawn in, if you don't know, let's see, you get glowberries. When you place a block, actually, we can go back to we can go back to music and sound here. Master volume. Also, we found a go. Yeah. They would have the tip, like, as you can see, it changed a little bit, right? The tip is different, right? The tip is the tip, and when you put another one down below, it changes it, right? As you saw, the texture changes if you break it and if you don't. So, that's how it works. There's always a difference, I think, for the tipped growth, so that you know that it's that it's young or whatever. It's willing to grow further. Yeah, that's how that works. It also could grow into water, which means since cave vines, since glowberries are not waterloggable, it would just create air pockets. So that was fixed, right? Entity bobs their heads up and down when targeting towards players. It should have been any entity with like, I'm going to spawn some chicken here. Get some chicken. Get some seeds. Put the seeds in our offhand. We'll spawn some chickens. As you see, they're looking at me properly. They really just be looking at me properly. They're not bobbing their heads up and down. I'm not sure if I don't think I went over that in the last snapshot video or snapshot stream that we did. Well, I did. You watched. I'm not sure if you take any of the credit. Just kidding. Just kidding. We're all in this together, I would say, unless you're not. But yeah, that was changed. That was fixed. Blue orchid generation has decreased, so apparently there were a lot of blue orchids. So that's what they changed, right? There was a lot of blue orchids spawning. There were a lot of sweet berries spawning. Although we're not seeing any sweet berries around here because we're not in a biome that spawns a lot of sweet berries. But it should be back to normal rates. Version JSON contains internal version ID instead of game version ID. Okay, that's interesting. That's just a little syntax error. Or not really syntax error, but like confusion between what to use and stuff like that. But yeah, just imagine here, right? You're in this stripstone cave. Look at all this copper you can mine. Like, dang, guys. Although I'm not sure if they think about it, but maybe they are thinking about it a little bit. But once you strip down the dripstone cave of its copper, maybe it's not. Maybe it doesn't look so good. I'm not sure. But also, I'm not sure if you would be building in a dripstone cave in the first place. So maybe that point is really moot. But yeah, look at this. We got a river that gets cut off like that. We got these huge snowy slopes, right? Like, and we got a pillager outpost there. Got another dripstone cave biome, cave carver here. Dang, I really, this is much more exciting than the snow plains that we've had before, right? Much more exciting. And by the way, that is the end of the bug list. I'm gonna be reading chat in a few moments. But we're gonna be someone flying over here to find some cool terrain to look at as we do it. Oh, we got a little village here. We have been finding quite a lot of snow biomes as we roam around. Although we are a couple thousand blocks out. Usually snow biomes are the worst because they're just so plain, right? not to make a pun, but like, you know, snowy plains look plain. Like, I think it's very monotonous, and I do really like the terrain changes here. It makes it pop more. Like, you're not just gonna be, you know that if you're in a snowy plains biome, it's probably just because it's the terrain and not the biome. Although we can probably find some more lofty peaks. Let's try to find a mesa or badlands. Locate biome badlands. Oh yeah, wooded badlands has changed a little bit. Changed by its name, I mean. Okay, we didn't have to go into spectator for that. What the heck? No, they said microbiomes were reduced a lot. Oh my goodness. What are the chances? What are the chances? Give me the chances right now. We got a small mini badlands biome. And how is it wooded? I searched for wooded, didn't I? This is wooded. Right? It doesn't just change to regular badlands. How is this wooded? It really... What is this terrain here? It said microbiomes were reduced a lot because of the 2D stuff as well. But look at this. I mean, it doesn't look that out of place, but like if you're searching for one, you're not going to be happy, right? Jeez. That is quite the thing right there. We also got this small sparse jungle here as well. Interesting. There's a lot of small stuff around here. That is funny. That is funny, I think. Ooh. Also, what's with these small islands? This is pretty cool looking, I think. But there's a lot of small islands. Ah, yes, the dolphins and the other stuff spawning in, right? I mean, I guess if we want to find one, right? We'll go to like Stony Peaks or something. Locate biome Stony Peaks. Let's go. Probably find some more calcite. And we're in the rock. Interesting. Not that big of a stony peak. I mean, the terrain looks kind of majestic, but it kind of is weird because it's snowy and it's also savanna here, right? Yeah. Huh. It kind of mixes with the savanna around here. Interestingly. Oh, well, we did find a bigger one around here. Pretty nice. Oh, look at all this calcite. Amazing. Oh my goodness, I don't have to go that far for calcite anymore. Well, look at this. This is so mountainy. It looks so cool. Yeah, I think we're going to stop here. And I'm going to read comments now. Read chat, I mean. But yeah, look at all these streaks of calcite coming through the mountain area. Like, this is darn cool. But yeah, caves and cliffs, guys. We're gonna read the rest of it. Dang, there's so much. There's so much. Stop talking, guys. Oh my goodness. Jeez. Okay. I think the main thing of the new terrain generations is that the mountains smooth out into flat terrain, like bland form hills and rolling and noisy and interesting terrain. Yeah, really. That's really how it'd be. It's just more natural, I think. More natural formation. I need therapy. All right, we're done with building. It looks nice. Get destroyed by cheaters. Why? Oh yeah, I took a gaming PC with me. Yay. Oh well, to Neptune. Take your supplies. I will. Importantly, the PC, of course. Let's shrink. Shrinks. Let's build a tiny bunker so they can see it. All right, we're in Neptune. What's soul of them? Remember, tiny bunker. Eont gay normal size. Wait, this is water? Oh god! To Earth 2.0. This whole planet is filled with soul lava. Remember, didn't go normal size until we're going to build a tiny. To Earth 2.0. Go. Phew. Phew. To Earth 2.0. Wee. I didn't mean to say it like that. But you get what I mean. Let's build a tiny bunkie. So they ain't see it. And they mean to say in a tiny size. Alright, build. Oh, this is nice. Wait, why is the sun screaming? Hashtag Rick and Morty. I don't get that reference. I will get more resources from aliens' bowels. I'm going to ignore the sun. Me will stay in jit. Even if the sun is screaming. Even the sun is screaming. Alrighty. Got more resources. Tim E to build. Okay, builds. Oh, nice. It lols Groot. It looks great. Nice. Now where to put the PC? Here. Perfect. Got MC downloaded. I got a Wi-Fi router. Wi-Fi. Noise. No one can see the bunker. It's tiny. Let's go on the PC though. We can play. I mean, do homework. Okay. Meh. Who cares about homework? You're right. The teacher can't be fine to be here. Yeah, we're vibing. Nice. Now time to play Minecraft. Yay. Wait, my Minecraft worlds are deleted. It's fine. We created a new server. Server name, blah, 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 blah. Joined it. I can finally vibe out. Snowcat Peaks. Let's blow up your base. Okay, sounds fun. You're a brand new one that you just built right now. I'm sorry. There's world back ip. Let's build a house. Very fun. And build a spawn and shop. The best server ever. We're vibing. Oh, hopefully nobody rage quits. Meh, boring. Let's play Hypixel. I'm gonna rage quit soon. Okay. Wait, you blew up my buildings. How dare you? By mistake. You blew up my house and you still have TNT in your hand. Stop lying. No, it was creepers. I didn't put TNT in my house, and why have you flint and steel and TNT? Okay, foreigner. I'm blowing up yours. You'll never catch me, dies. It wasn't me, it was lag. I have keep inventory. TNT ignites. Oh, now lag flew. Oh no, the lag blew up your house. How are you gonna blow up a city? Lag deleted. Wow. Guys, you blame me. You blame me for your conversation. You add me in. Like, gosh darn. I'm not a griefer like you. Yeah, okay, fine. I make mine through and get your stuff. My stuff is in my inventory, and I can't keep inventory. Ooh, your diamonds in your chest, shiny. You forgot one stack. Does our fake stupid? I am getting Netherrite to kill you because I turned the server to hardcore. I logged off. Okay, fine. Let's play Better Wars. I'm quitting mid. MC. I'm done. I would go outside with bunker. Explore. I'm gonna make food. I love this map. This calcite. The peaks is so good. Okay, we're done with we're done with the saga. We're done with that saga today. Why does the streams always turn into this? The streams always turn into a saga where I'm reading some kind of chat history that maybe I'm not supposed to read, but it's interesting. I don't know why I'm still reading it because I like to read chat. It's so weird. It's so weird what you guys come up with. I don't know. It does amuse me though, still. But yeah, these mountains look pretty cool. I really do like them. Well, we're at the end of the stream. It's almost been 2 hours since we started, and we've gone over everything. We had some confusing times, you know. We talk in chat a lot. But oh, look at this. Just beyond this, we got some more mountainous peaks. Peakies. Oh my goodness. How many people, I don't know, how many people are going to complain that you have to travel so high up? Or like so far, so high up to find like some of these things? Or that people have to scale cliffs and stuff like that in order to get past some terrain? Because I feel like a lot of people will complain. Because the areas used to be flatter, right? Like, gosh darn, I feel like I feel like there's gonna be a lot of those complaints going forward when this releases, right? But next week we're gonna have our Minecraft live event that you guys can tune in and watch with me if you want to. Or I'm trying to get some EchoCraft people to join in like last time on their streams, so that we're able to enjoy the event with them again. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it. We've seen everything there is to see in the Snapshot, aside from finding any bugs and stuff like that. Because obviously you can see the bug right here, right? I'm basically someone confused the use like animation with the break animation, right? The destroy animation. So we got that bug that's pretty obvious to look at, right? But yeah, got a little village here, big old river carving out here. It's just so nice. Look at all this savanna and stuff like that. I think since they redistributed the biomes like more evenly to the sizes that they were in 1.17, it's gonna make it feel like really make it feel like the terrain has just changed, right? Nothing about the biomes have really changed, although they have changed, right? Like, because it all feels like the same distance as before, right? Which is pretty cool. A nice little aquifer here. Okay. Interesting little lax right there. But I think this is actually old birch. I said I was gonna go over like I think I said I was gonna go over a lot of the biome changes and stuff like that. But all you really need to know is the biomes got removed. We're basically like hill biomes, some edge biomes and stuff like that. And they're basically encompassed into one biome type-ish instead of like biome plus terrain feature kind of dealio. And also some were renamed to make it more to make it sound less technical, but more less technical and less preliminary and more informative and more around language, I guess. But yeah, you're gonna enjoy these. You're gonna enjoy these. I do really like how some mountains just like form these like large valleys, or like I don't know what this is called, but like canyon or something like that. But I just like how it looks. But yeah, let's live here for a week or two and go out for sounds good. Tabby, you dead? I'm here. No bad idea. Okay, no what? Okay, good idea. Okay, let's do this. But yes, this is going to be the end of our stream. What a time. Been talking non-stop for 2 hours, you know. It always, you know, I always feel like I train for this, right? But like, it does hurt the throat. It does hurt the soul a little bit to talk straight for like a lot of hours, especially with a lot of you guys talking, because usually I read everything you guys say, in stream. So it's just like, and instead of me coming up with ideas, you're coming up with ideas. It means that there's going to be more ideas. There's going to be a lot of other stuff that we're going to look at, and you know, that's a lot of stuff that we're going to discuss, and it gets a lot of long-winded, lots of explanations, and lots of things that I feel should be talked about as well. Like, I'm thankful. I'm thankful for you guys for being here today and for other future streams. But yeah, isn't it majestic? This is majestic. I enjoy this update. It's going to be very fun. Hopefully they add the biome boat updates in like a smaller snapshot or something like that. Or maybe not. Maybe that could be 1.19, right? Maybe 1.20 could be like, could be a bigger thing. Maybe if they add all the biome stuff, they just want to, maybe they want to get the biome stuff out of the way, you know, that could be interesting, right? That could be a smaller update, although it will still take some time. It's just going to be made a lot easier with all the systems they created for this snapshot, for this version, for this release, right? But a lot of the biome mode stuff also has a lot of mob votes, mobs, a lot of other entities, tile mechanics, and stuff like that. So it would be a pretty big update in and of itself to do that, right? Maybe they won't go that route. Maybe they'll do something a bit smaller. Maybe flesh out archaeology or something like that for the smaller update. Yeah, I'm excited to see what the next big major update is. But the smaller update is pretty much up in the air, right? Like, I really want to see the biome stuff, but it's not going to be that easy. But I also want to see archaeology because it was a part of the Caves and Cliffs originally. But they could probably take the rest of the year or the rest until summer. Actually, no, we are releasing this. We are releasing this as kind of like the smaller update. But maybe past summer, or maybe for summer. Maybe for summer you can do archaeology and for biome stuff, right? Because they are working hard and tirelessly, and I just feel like one of the smaller updates has to be stuff that they promised, right? That they promised before, instead of making new promises, right? I would really like to see the combat updates get boosted here, right? I really like it. But yeah. Days be like, why me? I know what I'm gonna put my story in the homework. Make my story homework. I love the new terrain generation. It never ceases to amaze me. Yeah, I've been looking at these for months, right? I've been looking at these terrain changes for months, and honestly, I'm seeing all the improvements and stuff like that, and it just, I don't know, it never gets boring. The only thing that ever gets boring is like the older, flatter terrain, and yet you barely see that now, and it's only a part. It's only a smaller part of a bigger, more expansive world. And I think that's what Mojang is accomplishing here. I said back in back with the snapshots when this release, like I was like, you could release it, you could release all these changes, but no, they had bigger plans. They had a lot of, they had more stuff. They couldn't release it all on time because it took so much effort to get it all ported on Bedrock and Java and get it all fleshed out with a lot of community feedback. Mojang is one of those game companies that are just like game development studios that really just listens to community. Like, you can communicate with them on Twitter and they'll answer you, right? And it's so nice. It's so nice to have people like them in their community outreach stuff, especially with Microsoft and stuff like that. Microsoft really likes to try to reach out to people, like get feedback like that. Like, like it might be Mojang policy, it might be Microsoft policy, but I think always having a better relationship with your community is a good thing. Like a good and healthy relationship, not like a toxic ban-based community or something like that. Frequent updates, frequent communications, stuff like that. Let people know what you're doing. Let people know that their voice, their opinions have influenced some of their decisions, stuff like that. Make people feel like they're part of developing the game that they love, right? But yeah, Profile picture. It's a Halloween thing. I know I'm early. Okay, yeah, you're early, but you gotta go. I'll have a good rest of your day because we're about to end it. Did you know that was a dolphin before getting edited? I did not know that. But yes, this is gonna be it. It's kind of weird. I think we have to get the spyglass out because I cannot punch the air. Yeah, I could do that. But yeah, have a good day. Good night. Good life. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, mountains, caves, and cliffs. Almost done. Yeah, releasing for holiday. December-ish, maybe. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. It's really good.